Let's have a conversation.
What's happening, everybody? Let's have a quick announcement. This is just a quick announcement regarding the Reindeer games. We've had multiple different rumors about who's going to be the cast, speculation. I saw some that showed Taylor, Michael. I saw one that included Kesar. I've seen several that are saying Cameron is going to be the BB25 choice to be there. Frankie. At the end of the day, Rachel, I don't know, but there's a lot of iterations of these rumors. So I'm not the speculation and confirmation person unless I actually see a CBS confirmed list. Hi, Danny. Happy holidays. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Cass. So this is going to be a very short announcement. Basically, sorry, Siri was being rude. So basically, this announcement is just about a fantasy draft that I'm going to be doing. It is I already have the people who are going to be participating. There are 5 of us who are going to be participating in this fantasy draft. So I am going to explain what the fantasy draft is going to be, how it's going to work, and an option that I wanted to provide for anyone who wants to participate. But obviously the slots are full for the draft itself, but I figured out another way for people to participate. As always, it's up to you, but I would say if I have at least, let's say if I had at least 10 people willing to do this, I would go through with it. So I'm going to throw these rules on here really quick. I'm going to turn off my camera. Oh, I wonder where okay, there we go. All right, so where are we at here? Give me 1 second while I locate this. Okay, I think it's on the screen now. Okay, so it's on the screen now. Hey, DM. So basically the way that we are doing this Big Brother Reindeer Games fantasy game, I don't know if any of you have done like a fantasy sports league. I've done several fantasy basketball leagues back in the day. I think I did 1 or 2 football leagues. So I took some of what I have learned from those leagues and figured out some rules for this game, which is going to be a much shorter game and it's going to be much less people to choose from. And this is how it's going to go. I'm going to break this down step by step. So obviously we know that there is going to be 10 people that are going to be on the Reindeer games. So we already have our 5 participants. Myself is one of them. We're going to have 5 people participating. We're going to have 2 rounds for the draft. 5 selections in round 1, 5 selections in round 2. The way that's going to work is I am going to use my randomizer to pick the draft order of who selects for which round. So we'll have our 5 names in there. We're going to randomize the order of 1 through 5. And that's going to be the order of who takes which Big Brother participant off the board. And then for round 2, we're going to do the randomizer again to see who picks the order of 1 through 5 of the remaining people. So each person who is in this game will have 2 selections of 2 of the Big Brother Reindeer game cast, in other words. The entry fee will be $20 for those who are participating. And the way that our point system is going to work, for every episode that your pick or picks are still in the game, you get 10 points. So the first episode, everybody is at 0. So when the episode ends, I don't know how many people are going to be eliminated at a time, but let's say after episode 1, one person gets eliminated from the game, then the remaining 9 people that are still in the game, everyone who has those people will get points for those people. If they happen to have a competition within that episode, and one of the people that you have picked, one of the 2 people that you have on your list, wins one of those competitions, you get 5 points added to your score. When we get to finale night, whichever 4 people are remaining on finale night, basically the points double. So instead of the 10 points that you would typically get for your pick still being there, you would get 20 points automatically for whatever pick of yours is still there. And then this is exclusive to the winner, the one person who wins the reindeer games. Whoever has that person on their roster at the end, that's an extra 20 points for that person. So at the end of this game, the winner gets 80% of the pot and the second place person gets 20% of the pot. In other words, because we did a nice even number, which is $100 because there's 5 people and $20, the winner gets $80, or they basically, win $60. We didn't make it some huge number. And the second place winner gets their money back. Now, what I was saying in terms of other people participating, if anyone else wanted to participate and I had at least 10 participants, I would do something which would basically be a side raffle, which would be that once the 5 of us who are in the game have made our picks, you can make a side bet on one of the 5 people based on the picks that you see that we made, which person that you think is most likely to win. And then the person who wins, you will be entered into a raffle to win an equal amount as the first place winner of the game. And that's how that would go. So like Lisa's in it. So let's say Lisa wins the whole game and you said, okay, I'm looking at Lisa's 2 picks and I think that Lisa is the most likely to win. And this has to be week 1. This is not, this has to be, day 1, not even week 1 that you make this bet. So you're like, Lisa's the most likely to win. If Lisa wins, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get winning from putting something into that, but you will be in a raffle. You're not going to have to pay the entry fee, the whole entry fee. You'll be entered into a raffle with a chance to win, and then the person who wins that raffle would receive an equal amount of prize to the first place winner. So I think that's a cool thing to allow other people who were not able to participate, since it's pretty exclusive just due to the fact that we could only realistically have 5 people in there. So let me know in the comments below, or let me know here, but once I post this, for anyone who has missed it, let me know in the comments below if you would like to participate in that way, and I'll run a tally. And like I said, if there's at least 10 people who are willing to do that, then I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that's how that's going to go. So one other thing that I have to do here that I had mentioned is, hold on. Let me take this off the screen really quick. Well, not really quick because I'm not a super tech person, as y'all know. All right, there it goes. I had a raffle that I said that I was going to be doing of one of my self-care packages. I put out the rules. Three people confirmed participation. I think one of them is here. I saw Holly in the comments earlier. So I'm just about to open up my raffle generator. The one that I use is called the Wheel of Names. It's one that I've been using for all my raffles, and it's probably one that I might use to select the draft order. So give me 1 second. Holly. So my 3 participants for this self-care package, which I've kind of shown y'all what I have included in that. Quite a few things, like a scented candle, fidget spinner, a little mini notebook, a pen. But there's quite a few goodies in there, and that's just something for appreciation for anyone who's made a membership to my channel. We currently do not have a list of who's playing in the Reindeer games. Yeah, unfortunately, Holly, there's not a rule on that. And the reason there's not a rule on that is because I've seen pages who made rules on that. And the only way that would be fair is if I said, I am doing the raffle at this date and time, and you can't win unless you're here. So if I had said that beforehand, then yeah, I would definitely give you the prize by default. But because I popped on here randomly to do this, I can't do that. Now, where are we at here? I had it up here, and I seem to have lost it. I might have to open it up again. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So, Wheel of Fortune is coming right up. Sharing the screen really quick. And by the way, I'm good on my raffles when I put things out there. I sent Patricia a pair of those shoes that Sam wears. If anyone watched The Circle, those big shoes, those big slippers that she was wearing, I did a raffle for that earlier this year, and she won that raffle. Okay. So as y'all can see, because I do this live now, I mean, it's still legit whether I do it live or not, but I realize that when you don't do it live, you don't know if I do this 10 times, 100 times. So yeah, drum roll. So we have our 3 people in the red corner. We have Colleen. In the, I think that's yellow, mustard. In the mustard corner, mustard seed, Faith. We have Debbie. And in the blue corner, we have Holly. Before we do the spin, who do y'all think is going to win? I mean, it's a random spin, but who do y'all think is going to win this spin? I'll give you like 30 seconds to answer that, and then I'm just going to spin because nobody's answering. All right. Holly is going to say Holly's going to win. I am non-biased, but Holly said Colin. I think Holly's playing a game of reverse psychology here. All right, so we're just going to do the spin and see what happens. All right. Click to spin. Debbie took home the W. Congratulations to Debbie. We are going to inform her, collect that information, and I'm going to have that shipped out hopefully this week. Hopefully this week, depending on when she sees this. But congratulations to Debbie. I plan to continue to do member raffles and things like that, because I think it's a cool way to show appreciation to the people who follow me and the people who support me. Now, I'm not trying to run off. It's just that I didn't really have a topic aside from the reindeer games thing. Prince gave her good juju. Congrats, Debbie, wherever you are. I can't pick who's going to win. The cooler loses again. Congrats, Debbie. If it helps, I never win anything. I can't remember the last time I won anything. But yeah, so for those who watch this on the replay, because there's only 14 people on here, for anyone who catches this on the replay, let me know if you would like to participate in a side raffle. I think that I would make the side raffle entry like $5. So you put in $5 and then you bet on the person who you would like to, or not, I shouldn't say you would like, the person who you think is most likely to win based on the selections. And then there's going to be a pot for, you know, so let's say 10 people said that I was going to win and I won. So out of those 10 people who picked me to win, there would be a raffle amongst those 10 people. And they would get a prize, like I said, that is equal to the first place winner who is participating in the draft. So in other words, you put in $5 and you get a chance to win the $80. You get your own chance to win the $80 with your $5. You're new here? Well, I guess there's multiple CJs in this world, but welcome. We had another CJ on my music and mental health channel. Where are you from? And is this the first video that you saw me on here? Because if so, I'm sorry, because this was not really a video that has a big topic. It was just me talking about my reindeer games raffle. But typically, I cover different shows. I cover Big Brother. I cover The Challenge. I do some Survivor, Traders. I have covered The Circle in the past when it was on. Oh, Squid Game. I just started covering Squid Game. I can't wait for Wednesday for the final episode. I won tickets to a concert once. I was so happy. Only time I ever won. I mean, I think there's like a few things that I've won in my life, but very, very few and far between. Oh, Minnesota. So what are your thoughts on the reindeer games, CJ? You excited about the reindeer games? Are you a Big Brother fan? When did you start watching Big Brother? The reindeer games cast is not official. I've seen a lot of pages that are like, I know these 3-4 names are confirmed, but there's no official CBS confirmation. So we don't really know officially. Oh, you've been watching for a while. What's your favorite season? What's your favorite season of BB? Out of all the seasons that you have watched, we're state neighbors, CJ. I'm in Wisconsin. CJ, we had a discovery earlier this year because every time somebody jumps on, I say, "Where are you from?" Somebody new, and a bunch of people jumped on from like the Midwest area and Wisconsin in particular. And I was like, "Oh, I've been to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I know all about Piggly Wiggly." And then they were like, "Piggly Wiggly is not a Wisconsin store. I mean, like it's in Wisconsin, but it's not from Wisconsin." And I always thought it was. And then I Googled it and I'm like, wow, Piggly Wiggly is definitely not from Wisconsin. But it's one of the landmark things that I remember from when I was in Wisconsin when I was, what, 12, 13. And I've been to Minnesota also. I've actually been to the Mall of America. That's a huge mall. Overwhelming, but a cool novelty. And his daughter, 8 was Dick. And also Dan Giesling, who is the GOAT to me. I can't wait to see Dan Giesling on the Traders US 2. I can't wait for that. Yeah, when I was in high school, my school band had a trip where we went cross country in a bus. Well, we went out of the country in the bus, actually. So I was in Canada and we took the bus and one of the places that we stopped in was Minnesota, and we stopped in the Mall of America, and it's a miracle that none of us really got lost. Yeah, I've been saying that we didn't need 100 episodes. Who can't forget Chilltown? We didn't need 100 episodes. And this cast started off playing extremely hard at the beginning, and I said, all these people are gonna get burnt out. All these people are gonna get burnt out. By the way, if you haven't done so yet, we have 16 people here in the chat. And I don't know how many likes we have, but if it's not 16, I hope that all 16, 17 of you now will like this, because if there's not 17 likes in here,
what sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
please help the math. Please help boost your boy in the algorithms so that the algorithm gods will send me more people instead of making me struggle to do it on my own. Because we have been stuck at 800 and something people for the last month or so. And I value each and every one of you, but the algorithms are not assisting me in any kind of a way. So I need your assistance personally. I think this season was rigged, except for, but how so if Jag won? Jag, I don't think that Jag, Bowie, and Matt was their ideal final three if they were rigging the season. Like, I believe in production's invisible hand, you know, when it comes to the outcomes that they want, but rigging, Not necessarily. Not in the way that most people consider rigging. No survivor should be in the BB house. Get that math to math. Yeah, but that's kind of a staple of Big Brother. Like a staple of Big Brother is that being a physical player puts you at an advantage in 80% of the competitions. I don't know if maybe this year was a little bit more than other years, but generally it's like that. There was that swimming challenge that Matt threw. I was so upset at how many people were throwing competitions, honestly. I think a lot of them were throwing competitions. And some of them even admitted it in the off season. All right, y'all. I'm going to stay on here until we get to the 30-minute mark, which is in about 3 minutes. But thanks to CJ for jumping on. Thank you to anyone else who's new. And thanks for my returning subscribers. You helped to make the page what it is. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? Wednesday is challenge day. And also, oh, wait a minute. I am already losing track of my days. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I think I might use tomorrow to catch up on Traders Canada a little bit. I don't know if I'll watch every episode, but to at least catch up on some of Traders Canada. One more thing, if you haven't done so, and if this interests you, because you don't have to, but I have another page that deals with mental health content. I just put the page in the chat, and that page is now basically solely focused on my mental health content. I do peer counseling services over there, which focuses on assisting people with anxiety problems, depression, and motivation. Those are my main functions. And I am putting up a lot of content related to that. And also, I'm available to work with people individually for sessions. So follow that page if that is something that is of interest to you. I think they make games everyone should win per se, but this cast was throwing everything. I cannot fully agree. The athletes were favored, I would say. I think the Reindeer games are just a thing to get the writers back into the swing of things. That could be true. That's a good point. Squid Games, a little old lady's gonna win. Out of who's left, I mean, she's the only recognizable one to me, really, because the rest of them the other two are kind of like, well, you're here, but I don't really remember your storyline like that. Even her, it's not like I really remember her storyline in a deep way, but I remember maybe the last 2 episodes where she was working with that coach. And he was like, oh, I told you that I was going to honor you, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be 10 house guests. And on finale night, there's going to be 4 people left on finale night. So that's how it's going to go. All right, everybody. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great.
You are now tuned in to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective.
What's up, family? It's Mimi from Big Brother Season 25, and you are now tuned in to Mindful Reality with Mark. I need for y'all to stop what you're doing and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, because the math ain't mathin', okay?